is our function and task, a very important thing because we use this thing every time we are writing code. So why we are using this function and task? So we want our code to reuse the same process. We don't want to write multiple times, like some a plus b, then some c plus d. So you just create some function and you just give the value a, b or c, d. So this reusability can be achieved from this function task, improve readability, because we can use the same thing with the help of always block or initial block. But because of this, reusability is increased. You can write this outside to our module, so it is easy for writing code. So for writing more complex code, we need this function task. So let's see what are the function tasks. So first, you should know the rules for writing a function, and the rule is that we cannot use any delay statements like triggering statement, wait statement, has delays, or inter delay, or negate or passage inside our function, because function don't add zero simulation of time. Zero simulation of time has zero is not delay. It is like zero simulation of time, and it is executed at start of the simulation, and you cannot write delay. Okay, and a function cannot start a task because it may consume simulation time, but can call other functions. So task can be used with delays. These delays can be used inside the task. So if you are calling function and function A, you can say in function A you are calling B. That's fine because function don't have any delays or any triggering element. But if this B is task and task has some delay, so it will give compile error. Okay, so this thing is not allowed. A function should have at least one input. So function is doing some process, so it needs some input. So you must give some input. A function cannot have a non-blocking assignment or force release or assign or design. So I will create this video for assign and force release, and a function cannot have this also, non-blocking assignment of this. Function cannot have any triggers, which these triggers like always block at the rate or any trigger elements like events and everything. Event is also one thing in our system logs, which we cannot use inside our function. A function cannot have output or in output, so it can only have input port and return type. Function has our return type, so means whenever the input is coming, it will return the value. This is some kind of output which will be returning, so output we don't need, and it cannot be used, and in output cannot use. So this is the some rules of function you should remember. And here is our function. So function and function, a typical Verilog thing. And automatic and static, I have mentioned this in our previous videos. I have created static and automatic keyword. So module is static. If you want to create a function which is automatic inside the module, you have to mention here automatic, otherwise it will be static. So this thing you can write inside your function. You can define it is static or automatic. It is having dynamic memory or static memory. Okay, automatic means dynamic memory. Return type like int, range, by default will be wire. So this thing you can define, and name and port list you can define like input ports, and your basic statements, logics you can write inside your task. So this is simple syntax. We will see example of adder. So we are here I haven't used import, but you can write the function without that also. So this is our input AB, and simple add is our return type here, a plus b. It will be returning the value of a plus b, and you can call this add